welcome to another episode of the Title Unknown podcast. Again, Format Entity here, and with me always,
Get-A-Links.
Mr. Get-A-Links is here tonight. We actually had to do another show without you last week, but it was fun. And so we get to start off with our intro and weekly highlights. First off, I wanted to start with in our area, school just started with the kids, and summer is over. Kids back in school, and I'm actually finding myself spending my day at work, the normal day at work, and I expect my kids, to do whatever they do during the day when I go to work. But I come back home, now there's flipping homework. I have so much less time in the day to play World of Warcraft or any other video games or do other things that I normally do. You have kids in school?
Yep, Skylar, my daughter, just started pre-K this week. First ever year out for school for her. She got to go on the bus and everything, but I don't have to worry much about homework. I think the extent of hers is like learning the letter Z.
Find the red crayon?
No, she knows her colors. She's pretty good on that. She colors on the walls. I think she knows her colors.
So we're leading up to Mist, and I actually leveled my warrior, and
it's good. I'm glad you did that.
And I had my druid stuck at level 80 for a while, and I actually leveled it up, coming 5.0.4. There's absolutely no reason why I can hear myself. That was so weird. But I brought my druid up, and since the 5.0.4 has come out, I've been seeing more guildies hanging around and everything. I gave my warriors professions. I actually leveled it to 85 without any professions, and was like, oh my god, I actually love playing a warrior, and I want to take it into Mists, and with 0 professions it's not going to do anything. So I gave it Alchemist and the other thing,
Inscription.
Yeah, Scribe. And my other scribe helped me out doing it. And then was that fun story about the car, a Chevy HHR having a battery in the back trunk, which is really funky, and I'll tell you the whole story later. But that story is almost, I think I said it a couple times, it's actually like a 10-minute story, so we'll move on to other stories. Do you have any other fun highlights?
No, not really. Just a little bit of work and catching up on Doctor Who. Finished up the last season on Netflix this week, so I could start watching the new season this week.
And you just caught the first episode of this season tonight.
I did indeed. Good thing you had it DVR'd.
So, any spoilers? Anything you think?
I don't know. I don't want to ruin anything for anybody else.
But very interesting nonetheless. The one thing I'll say, even if it gets into spoiler territory or anything else, but the one thing I'll say is that with Doctor Who being made so long ago and us picking it up, and what happened on that first episode, to hear, and that's all I'm saying, and because it's not spoiling too much, but if you actually hear Daleks say Doctor Who, you need to know what happened in order for them to say that, because Daleks know the Doctor, right?
Oh, of course, they're his arch nemesis.
So what can make the Daleks say Doctor Who, the name of the show and everything else? That is so amazing. Go watch it.
You're asking me?
No, I'm just saying. I'm asking everybody. So go say it and check it out. One of the first stories we have here is Mr. Do you got it in front of you?
Michael Dorn.
Michael Dorn. There it is. I had to bounce around to another screen. So Michael Dorn does what?
Well, I know him as Worf on Star Trek Next Generation.
Mr. Worf. He got picked up. This is actually pretty recently on. What was the show that just happened? We covered it. That convention. Either way,
I don't know.
the last
remember
this is the season for conventions, and there's been so many conventions. So this convention, the TrekNews.net caught up with Michael Dorn, and they got to do an interview with him, and so there's talk of this Captain Worf. It's a Star Trek project, and they're developing and hoping to pitch, and they're trying to figure it out. So Mr. Dorn had this to say to the interviewers. Do you want to read it?
Sure. Dorn says, I've come up with the idea because I love the character and I think he's a character that hasn't been fully developed and hasn't been fully realized. Once I started thinking about it, it became obvious to me that I wanted to at least put it out there, which I have, and the response has been pretty amazing. We've been contacted by different individuals, I can't say who and all that, about wanting to come on board and be part of this. Also, there's all the political stuff going on with the new movies with J.J. Abrams and Paramount and all that stuff, which I have no clue about and what it all entails, but that's where it is right now. He sure says stuff a lot. Interesting enough, it has gotten traction. I was very surprised. I was on a movie not too long ago where one of the producers was basically lobbying to be part of it. He was like, Michael, I'd love to write it if you haven't. So at that point, my agents and my manager are looking at all the avenues and trying to figure out which is the best one. My agent and manager have been in the business for a while, so they're very savvy about where to start and how to get it going. Like I said, in this business, you never know, and I've been through pitching things, and I've never wanted to do that again. And he laughs. It's pretty brutal, but definitely, I think, once again, if Paramount or CBS or anybody thinks it's a viable thing, they'll jump on it. End quote.
I hope so. So, where did we see? Let's do a little nerdy analysis on here. Is that we know Mr. Worf was also the same rank when he went to Deep Space Nine, and then we got to do the Nemesis movies when they went further into the future. And there was also somewhere, some timeline or something, where he was like an admiral back into the Klingon territory or something. Do you recall any of this?
No, I don't.
No? So, what's the highest rank he's ever had? I mean, where does he fit into to be a captain? What would they do with the alternate characters from?
Well, wasn't he piloting a ship or something in DS9? I didn't watch that series. It never really got me interested, but I could have sworn he was the captain of a ship or something like the Reliant or.
Well, that's where I think he was. Was that a Federation ship?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember that one then. I didn't watch too much of that either. But I did see. I thought it was a TNG episode though. Is that they actually had the Enterprise actually encountered. Oh no, that was the final episode of TNG. When Picard was way old, and he jumped on the Federation science ship that Crusher had, and they went out there to meet Worf. And Worf was on a Klingon ship, and he had some rank, but he was with the Klingons. He was on the Klingon side. You don't remember the last episode?
Yeah, I believe it was like 3 different ships, right?
Oh my god. When it came down to the last episode, they went back to the Starport Station 1.
No, 3 different Enterprises.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Picard was jumping through all kinds of times, but when it was in the future time and he jumped on Crusher's ship and he actually met the Klingons, and it was Worf.
He flew the Defiant.
The the Defiant.
That's what it was.
Ah. Either way, I'm totally behind this. If they can do anything with this, I don't mind. I'll watch Doran, and there's gonna be guest spots. Jordy's gonna show up with his contacts, and you might get Brent Spinner as Data himself, or you'll get Brent Spinner as a bad guy. Did you see Brent Spinner in Enterprise?
I didn't watch Enterprise. Scott
Oh.
Bakula will never be a captain to me.
He's a good captain. You just got to say, "Oh boy."
No, that series never existed for me.
Brent Spinner actually showed up there as a bad guy. He was doing some stuff, but he was a human. He didn't play Data or anything. But it was Brent Spinner, the actor, playing a character in Enterprise back in the past of everything. It was pretty cool. It's good to see Brent Spinner. Anyway, do you got anything else on Mr. Dorn's Trek news and everything else?
No, I was just running through his wiki files to see if I could figure out what his highest ranking was, but there's a lot on him.
But you do know, in World of Warcraft, he is the Tauren voice.
Oh, of course.
That is so amazing still. I've been leveling my Tauren just recently. I had a druid in Wrathful Lich King, and when Cataclysm came out, I didn't want to touch my druid. I didn't like Cataclysm druid. But 5.0.4 came out, and I took my druid out for a test spin recently since the patch dropped, and healing with him is so much fun. I've been having such a great time. He's level 85. He's getting geared up. He's like 383 gear level already. He's already ran Dragon Soul on Raid Finder, but
The only thing I can see is in First Contact, Worf is initially commanding the USS Defiant before he beamed aboard the Enterprise, and then Picard jokes that Worf was late for his bridge shift due to being accustomed to life aboard DS9. So, it sounds like he actually was the captain of the Defiant.
I think he was actually doing something else and at the end of the last episode of TNG. So if we get to find that one out too. That one's pretty good. But all right. So I think we tackled our first topic. I mean, what are there other possibilities? Alright, so I got Mr. Trivia rolled up. We don't have Mr. Alt 1 hanging around tonight. He's actually pretty busy, so you're back with the movie trivia. How did you like your days off with book trivia?
I missed it. I wanted to do trivia so bad.
Do you actually think you would have gotten any of those book trivias?
Oh, absolutely not.
There's no way I would have got them either. That's why I handed it off to him. Alright, so here you go. You get movie trivia number 1.
This town needs an enema.
Batman.
Batman what? How many Batman movies have they made?
That's Batman. There was no title. It was Batman.
How many? They made, I guess.
Nice.
That was
I mean, did you want me to say Michael Keaton Batman? But then it wouldn't be Batman.
maybe, but
I
kind
could
of.
tell you it was Jack Nicholson that said it.
Yeah. He also had.
Is truly mightier than the sword.
I was in there too, I guess.
Yay, recruit up for a raid.
Anyway, here's another one.
Don't sir me, young man. You have no idea who you're dealing with.
No idea.
No idea.
No.
One more time.
Sure.
Trigger it. Do you think?
Go ahead, play it.
Don't sir me, young man. You have no idea who you're dealing with.
I recognize the voice, but I don't know.
What's the voice?
Hmm?
What's the voice?
No, I recognize it. I
Oh.
don't know it.
You don't even know who the voice is. All right.
No.
That's very funny to me. Y'all ain't laughing, though.
Will Smith.
And
Don't, sir, me, young man. You have no idea who you're dealing
Oh,
with.
Men in Black. That's Tommy Lee Jones.
Tommy Lee Jones. So you're figuring it out.
Nice.
That was Men in Black 1. I'm trying to give you something that you might have actually have seen. So, here is another.
I'm sorry, your answer must be in the form of a question, but thank you for playing.
My favorite actor of all time, Jim Carrey, is the Riddler in Batman Forever.
Yes, it is Jim Carrey as a Riddler in the Batman Forever. How is that?
Nice.
How is that so uber exactly what you knew what it was?
Because it's Jim Carrey.
Jim
I think
Carrey's
you pretty much
awesome.
could do any type of quote about Jim Carrey, and I could tell you it.
Riddle me this, riddle me that. Who's afraid of the big black bat?
Alright. So you nailed it. You got it. Boom, boom, boom. 333. You nailed them all down.
That was it? You don't have any more? Just 3?
I'm just giving you 3.
Oh.
I mean, I still have a bunch of sound files
I
that you
saw
probably
the
can't get.
funniest and
Yeah?
probably the most awkward picture on Facebook the other day. It shows Michael Keaton dressed up as Beetlejuice,
Yeah.
sitting in the waiting room in the movie The Beetlejuice. You know, like he's waiting to talk to the little shrunken head guy.
Mhm.
And instead of the shrunken head guy, they photoshopped in Heath Ledger Joker. And
Oh, I did. I think I might have seen it. Go on.
and Michael Keaton's looking at me saying, "I'm Batman." I was just like, that's wrong. That's wrong on so many levels, but oh, so funny.
Alright. So next one. Alright.
This one's all you. You can talk about this because I read through it and it just sounded retarded.
Really?
Yeah. What's sad is I've actually used a couple of these myself.
You did. So this is way back before even, your mother's mother and your mother's grandmothers and your happy horse mothers and other people were ever born.
I never had a happy horse mother, alright?
If I did, I'd make a baseball glove out of it. I don't know. So this is, wait, what's so plain?
100%! Woohoo! Sorry, I've been downloading the patch for Warcraft all night just trying to get it booted. Finally hit 100%.
Oh, you did?
Alright, I'm gonna log off now and I'm gonna go play Warcraft. No, I'm just kidding.
Right? I don't blame you, man. I've been playing so much. lately.
I haven't played Warcraft since March.
That is insane. I mean, you haven't missed much since March, but now
I'm as highly geared as I can go without going raiding, and I wasn't gonna pay to make money off the auction house.
And now you say that. Place.
And now I'm spending money on the auction house on my phone because of the
Yep.
Magic app. Yay!
And you also sit in a place to when you get back in there is that you can raid without having to really raid. It's the Raid Finder, which came out I think after March, but either way, so here next episode or topic episode is
All
7
about basket making.
yeah, 17 euphemisms for sex from the 1800s. Back in the 1800s, of course, and this is just where this article goes, but I'm sure there's so much more fun to have beyond that. But while shoehorning these into conversation today might prove difficult, these 17 synonyms for sex were used often enough in the 19...
Euphemisms, not synonyms.
What did I say? It says
Synonyms.
synonyms. It's typed synonyms.
Oh, I'm reading the title, 17 Euphemisms.
I'm reading text. And they're often enough in the 19th century England to earn a place in the 1811 Dictionary of Vulgar Tongue. There's a vulgar
I'm more
tongue.
interested in knowing that there was a dictionary of the vulgar tongue.
I want the 2012 Dictionary of the Vulgar Tongue.
I want the 1711 dictionary of the vulgar tongue.
I want the year one Dictionary of Vulgar Tongue. I don't know. I'm trying to one-up you. I'm going to go negative. I don't know.
I want 0.
You want 0? Yep. Good play.
Well played, son. Well played.
Anyway, the book for upper-crusted Britons who had no idea what whatever. Anyway, so yeah, we do have 17 terms here of apparently meant sex back in the day.
Basket making.
Basket making, as Getalinks keeps saying here, is used as in those to recently open a basket making shop for a method of making children's stockings in which knitting the heel is called basket making. So back in the day when you have to, heels wear out all the time. We throw socks out now if you got a hole in the heel. Nobody sews that up, but they call that basket making when you try to fix socks. But that shit doesn't
totally
matter.
going to use that term.
Basket making.
Hey,
All right.
baby.
But
What's your
what
sign?
about number
Wanna go
one
make some
here?
baskets? Or basket make. Let's go
What about
making
number one?
Basket making.
Try to work in number one here. Amorous Congress.
Well, that's easy. Have you heard about the Congress lately? Oh no, let's do some amorous Congress.
But what does that mean?
Amorous.
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 I think it's amorous.
Kangaroo Congress. That's what I'm gonna say.
Kangaroo. So it says to say two people were engaged in the amorous congress was by far the most polite option on the list, oftentimes serving as the definition for other less discreet synonyms.
Because nowadays you look at these terms and they're just so vulgar that this was the most polite option. Like option number 3, bread and butter. Oh yes, that is so vulgar.
One on top of the other, rumor has it, found her bread and butter fashion with the neighbor. That does kind of make sense, right?
I like the blanket hornpipe.
Bread has to be on butter. Alright, blanket hornpipe. This is probably no way to use this in seriousness or discreetly, but there you have it. Wait, am I missing something?
No, it's just saying if this comes up in conversation, it's pretty obvious what you're talking about.
Oh! I'm gonna mute myself while I laugh. I think. Blanket hornpipe, like, underneath the blankets, you're blowing the pipe, right? Is that...
I enjoy the number 11, green gown.
Is
Giving
that-
a girl a
is that
green
where they
gown
were
can
going
only
back-
happen in the grass. That's called a grass stain.
Is that where they were going? Blanket hornpipe? Really? Maybe back in the 1800s underneath the blanket?
Go into a bar nowadays and walk up to some girl and say, "Hey, baby, want a blanket hornpipe?"
We gotta bring blanket hornpipe back, dude. For real.
All right, that's it, everybody. You've heard it. Now, when you go into a bar, use that pickup line. Try and pick up a girl with blanket hornpipe.
I'm
And
totally...
if you don't get slapped, and you don't get a drink splashed on you, or if you're a girl and you decide to use blanket hornpipe, well, if you do anything resembling a turn
I
on
don't
for a
think
guy,
they
they'll
were.
just say yes to you anyway. They aren't even really listening to what you're saying. But guys, if you use this and it works, you gotta send it to us and tell us how.
We need a blanket hornpipe. What's this? Blow the ground
Groundsills.
soles. What is that? What's a ground sole?
Groundsills are foundation timbers.
On the ground, blow them?
Yeah. You're like raising the roof.
Oh, but down. That's a foundation.
Yeah, they're on the floor. They're doing it on the floor.
Okay, take a flyer. Take a flyer was a... Flyers being shoes. This is dressed or without going to bed.
I don't know if flyers are shoes. This is saying take a shoe. That just sounds like you're a robber. I'm stealing your shoes.
I don't know where the shoes are missing. Flyers being shoes. This is dressed or without going to bed.
Personally, 15 is
that
pretty good. St. George.
Oh my god, I love St. George. So, back in the day, in the 1800s, there's a theater, because they don't have TV, internet, and YouTube and all that back in the day, is that they had a theater show that was quite popular back in the day. It was St. George and the Dragon. So, just to say somebody is gonna St. George, or he's St. Georging her, or she's St. Georging him, or anything, actually meant something, because this was a popular show throughout. So there was a point in the show where the dragon... Do you want to do it?
It was a show. There was episodes of St. George and the Dragon.
No, it's actually pulled back further. I listened to the old guy, Alt 1. So go ahead.
Oh, I was waiting for the rest of your story.
I said I heard the story from Alt 1.
Oh, I thought you made it sound like there was like episodes of this.
No, it's
Oh.
on the theater.
Yeah, it was a theater. What? Huh?
Yeah, I heard this story from Alt 1.
Oh, well, tell it. I want to hear it too.
He told me how it was. I was trying to tell it. So, back in, and this of course takes place in the 1800s and all that other fun stuff, is that it's a whole story about this guy that wants to slay a dragon, but of course you have to represent the dragon, and it's always a lady that's going to represent the dragon. Of course, St. George is a guy. And they always get into the position to depict this scenario of the sword sticking up from the hip. You know, you get this in what's the other fun one? The Robin Hood, Goofy guy.
Robin Hood.
No, the Goofy in it. The most goofy you can go with Robin Hood. Where do you go?
Sheriff of Nottingham.
Yeah, but who's the guy?
Carrie Elways. Robin
What's-
Hood Men in Tights.
Men in Tights, exactly. So, the Robin Hood Men in Tights episode, or movie, when he's behind the screen and he tips his sword up in the silhouette, that's kind of the way this whole thing goes out, is that the sword tips up from the hilt, and the dragon comes down and lands on the guy, but he slays the dragon because the sword came out and kills the dragon. So that's kind of like the St. George thing, because you got the sword side hard on. If you have a hard on the size of a sword, good job. But anyway, the dragon reared up from the lake and towered over Saint. Yeah, that's what happened. So, what's a tiff?
That's a fight.
A tiff is a good thing, though?
Not nowadays.
Well, in the 19th century, it was bad, but... Oh, back then it was like a quickie. Like something short. A bit of a tiff.
Well, tiffs are short fights.
Yeah. I got into a tiff. But tiff also meant, like, you know, I got into a tiff with her.
I like rolling in the hay. That should be on there too.
What about Pulley Holly?
What about Pauly Shore? What?
Polly Holly. A game of Polly Holly is a series of affairs. Pulley.
I personally like the game of Clue.
I pulley you Holly.
I'm not
pull it-
hauling
I'll pull
anything
it
with you.
and
You
you
get away
haul
from me. I'm gonna St. George you.
Don't do that. What's the other
Put your
one?
dragon away.
Convivian Society, similar to the Congress one we talked about earlier. This was a gentler term suitable for even the noble classes to use, even if they only whispered it. I can't even say it. Convivial society. Why do I keep using like Congress and
Convivial.
society? All these weird words. Click it. Click it.
Get
What about that?
what? What are you
Number
talking
5.
about?
Number 5. Click it.
You can. Oh, I thought you wanted me to click something.
No, they left together, so they probably at click it.
That's that new cell phone shop.
That's what I thought.
No wait, that's Cricket. Never mind.
This was originally used only for foxes, but became less suspicious or specific as more and more phrases for doing it were needed. You need more and more.
I'm more interested to know that they had a term just for fox sex.
Right, click it. That's
Oh,
fox.
well, these foxes are having sex. We must rename this. What would happen if they saw elephants having sex?
Ribbit? No, that's frogs. Fuck. Shit. Damn it.
No, that was trumpet then.
Ah, damn it. I like click it.
Let's move on.
Maybe click it's the one to bring back.
I'm clicking back.
That's the easiest one. Alright, let's play Mr. Alt 1. Give him a book review. It's for Zombie Autopsy. It's another zombie review. Alright.
Hey there, this is the alternative one for the Title Unknown podcast again. This week, guess what? I'm reviewing another zombie book. As I've said before, we love zombies, so get used to it. However, this time, it's a negative review. Sorry. This week's review is for Zombie Autopsies, Secret Notebooks from the Apocalypse by Stephen C. Schlossman, M.D. We have seen our share of zombie survival narratives, zombie war tales, zombie diaries, and even zombie romances, as well as various guides, manuals, and required weapons lists for combating the shambling dead. Zombie Autopsies, on the other hand, is a story that focuses on the clinical aspects of the coming zombie apocalypse. Drawn heavily on medical, scientific, and forensic jargon, exposition, and illustrations, Zombie Autopsy relies too much on the quantifiable and too little on the speculative. By that I mean that this book fails to deliver a memorable piece of fiction beneath too much scientific research and medical rationalization. At the onset, I thought the premise of zombie forensics intriguing. It was, for instance, the first time I'd seen this particular living dead trope, and thought, if handled correctly, could be a unique and entertaining story. Most of you already know that I truly do enjoy a good post-apocalyptic zombie yarn, but I really had difficulty with Zombie Autopsies. Mixed in with the analytical descriptions, autopsy reports, medical illustrations, and scientific journals is an interesting fictional account of the Walking Dead. But the plot gets overwhelmed by too much scientific exposition. This story would have been significantly better had the percentage of technical explanation and plot-driven narrative been reversed. In all honesty, the zombie tale itself, when it does surface, is really a pretty good story, and the illustrations are interesting and quite graphic, but in my opinion the story should have guided the medical reporting rather than the other way around. Mr. Schlossman would have had a much better story had he done so. In conclusion, if you enjoy all the bloody, gory details of actual autopsies, like to view cross-sectional diagrams of cancerous or diseased organs, or are curious about the anatomical changes that might occur during the process of zombification, then this book is for you. Otherwise, I'd look for other, more narrative and less clinical-driven zombie tales to read. I give Zombie Autopsies a very, very low 2.5 out of 5 stars. It could have been better, should have been better. This is the alternative one from Southeast Wisconsin for the Title Unknown podcast. Until next week, keep reading zombie, steampunk, science fiction, fantasy, or any combination you can find. Take care.
You like that.
All right. So, we are back to the next topic at hand. I wanted to take a quick topic and a fun one. It's not.
What's the music in the background?
Oh, it's a little bit of music. It's on Star Wars, it? Or
It
something?
sounded like Star Wars, yeah.
A little bit. Yeah. Well, let's geek and everything. It's in the background.
I just wanted to make sure it was supposed to be on.
I think so. I don't know.
Hell, it's our podcast. If we want to be on, it can be on.
Something's happening. I don't know what it is. But everything else looks good. Alright, so I'm going to pause that. And I do have another fun video where we're going to probably have to talk for a second because there might be an ad roll. Oh, there's no ad roll. That's the first time I've ever clicked a YouTube video and there's no ad roll. Alright, so I'll set this up just with the quick Mad Men getting rickrolled.
We're all dancing on the screen, just so you know.
Strangers.
Yeah, they are. I'm going to turn it down here so we can talk. So, the Mad Men. Have you seen this show?
Never saw it.
No? It's a really good. They base it in 1960s about advertisement and everything, but what they're doing.
Turn up a little bit, hear it.
Can I hear a little bit more?
Never run around.
And?
Dessert.
Yeah. Never.
Gonna make you cry. Never gonna say.
Goodbye. Never.
Don't
Lie. And?
hurt you.
We've known.
Each other.
Oh, I think I'm feeling ill from the changing.
So,
You're too shy.
they sat there and watched, I think they had like 3 or 4 seasons of Mad Men so far. I've only watched like the first 8 episodes or something. But it's old school, like the way the days were back in business, corporate and everything. It's a really good show, actually. But they actually found all the words throughout the series to do the Rickroll song. Every single lyric is spoken by Mad Men in this show. Oh, which is horrible. How many people said dessert in that show too? Anyway, that was a quick, fun one I wanted to put out there. Just so funky. And then we have a lot more fun here is with autocorrect. Explain this a little bit.
So there's this website called damnyouautocorrect.com, and what it is, it's a collection of text messages that people send to each other, and some of they don't, the phone autocorrects the wording for you, and basically all it is their conversations and how poorly, epically failing their phone is with the conversations. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 of them. They're pretty short, but we'll monologue them for you guys so you can just get a little laughter out of each one of them.
Alright, I think I'm hanging on the right side, right?
You are on the right. You're on the right side. So the first one's called "So I Don't Have to Do It."
Oh wait, I don't think I got that one. Oh yeah, so I don't have to do it. Yeah, they click them. Alright. So I don't have to do it. I gotta start.
You do.
So it starts with me. Hey, can you get pregnant before you come over today?
What?
Oh my god. I meant to ask if you can get Pringles at the grocery store. Pringles, the chips. Not pregnant. Gah!
Oh my God.
pregnant instead of Pringles. Autocorrects right to there.
All right. So the next one's Good Night Forever.
Good night forever.
You got it?
I don't know. Yes, I do.
All right. So it starts off with Night Wifey.
Good night, dead husband. Sweet dreams. Lore. Dear. OMG. Damn, autocorrect. Lol.
Haha, that would have been scary as fuck.
Lol. I know. I'm sorry, lol. I'm still laughing.
Yeah, like you had some kind of killer crazy lust for me.
And maybe.
Shut up. Don't scare me like that.
All right.
Get that look out of
Sorry.
your eyes.
Little ad lib there. So the next one is, so I don't have to do it, right?
No, next one's Haunting Image.
Haunting image. Oh, it is. I got this fucking. What are you doing?
All right, ready?
All right, haunting image.
All right. It says, we should go see the Phantom of the Opera on Broadway when we get there.
Oh my God, yes, that would be so fun. The Phantom of the Opera is there inside your mom. Oh my God, mind, LMAO.
I'm dying. You know, he's a lot funnier if you read him yourself.
Maybe.
Next one's not bad. Let me just try and do one by myself, see if it sounds any better.
Trying to bounce off. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
it's I don't know. So it goes, no, it's got to be two people doing it. Because you got to see the difference in combo. Alright, you got it, Dirty Girl?
Dirty girl, dirty girl. Where are you? Where's the dirty girl? Alright.
Alright, so it starts off with what?
Oh, I don't want to read this.
Oh, read it.
I was so dirty, I had 3 dicks on me. the next text I can't say. It's
It's
got
just a frowny face.
dash underscore dash.
It's a frowny face.
Autocorrects dicks. So what the fuck?
And I'm just got a big wide eyes.
Yeah. Ticks. That's the bottom of the whole thing. They're talking about ticks.
You had 3 dirty dicks on you?
They were ticks.
Actually, this is going pretty funny, actually. Alright, next one's World's Worst Babysitter.
Oh boy.
Again, go to damnyouautocorrect.com. You'll find them even funnier too. We suck at this. So it starts off with, haha, I always wear sweats to babysit.
LOL. I love reading LOL.
LOL.
I just read it as LOL. But it's the first time to meet them, so I don't want to be like, hi, I'm a slob, and I'm here to ignite your children while I watch TV and eat your tasty snacks. Wait.
It's still you.
Oops. Clearly, I meant ignore, not set fire to.
Please don't light the children on fire. That looks bad on me.
That could totally be a problem.
Alright, let's see here. Let's see.
Just pick one more.
I'm gonna pick one more, yeah. I'm not doing that one. Let's see here.
Is there anything that...
Let's see. Oh, here's this one.
Which one?
No, wait, that's not it.
Taking something?
I was thinking about
The
it.
two?
but-
And the what?
And the where?
Either way.
Okay, I got one. All right, the last one is Hotter Than Hell.
Hotter than hell.
Yep.
Alright, I'm following you there right now.
Alright. Start.
I do. I gotta start with hotter than hell, so I don't have to. That's the wrong one. Hotter than hell. Alright. Only if there are no puppet people near.
LOL. It's so hot, like there are 1,000 burning nuns in the sky.
I don't know how'd you launch that many nuns into the sky, especially if they're on fire.
What?
I don't know. You're the one burning nuns.
Damn phone, sons, not nuns.
You got way too many flying nuns around. I love that thought.
There is one that's pretty good for our theme of our show. It says, I swear to Jedi, if I have to go into work early, I'm going to be pissed. What the fuck? Jedi? I meant God. Apparently my phone likes Star Wars. And then the other guy says, Holy Jedi, father of Luke.
Holy Jedi, father of Luke. I love that. That is totally epic. Alright. Before we take on topic 3, I just want to play again the ad spot that I got to play before. This is Mr. Brian Ibbett stumbling around the fun.
Is this the same one?
Yeah, I just want to play it one more time.
You're playing our ad spot on our show.
On our show. Yeah.
I hope we get the ratings.
No, it doesn't matter, but it's still funny to hear.
It's Celebrity Poop, brought to you by
The Title Unknown Podcast. This is a podcast where Getalinks and Format Entity cover a few wide range of topics each week. Few wide range. Okay, so all geeks, freaks, zombie killers, Star Wars and Star Trek nuts, game fanatics, media lovers, fans of TCGs, and sci-fi fans come and enjoy. Includes a weekly review from thealternativeone.blogspot.com, weekly giveaways, usually TCG cards, plus discussions on some of the weirdest stuff ever found on the internet. Visit www.thetitleUnknown.com or follow format_entity for more information.
That'd be on the Twitter.
That'd be on the Twitter.
You may wanna
Format_entity.
check it out on the Twitter.
Yeah, you got.
Much fun. Alright, so we got topic 3 here, zombie preparation.
This one's pretty quick.
You think so? I do like this topic, because we're actually venturing back into the whole zombie zone. They did have a whole lot of, with bath salts and the theoretical zombies, and even if you remember, like almost a year ago, we had one of the flus or something was trying to pose a problem. All right, so this is Washington. The zombies are coming, the Homeland Security Department says. So Homeland Security is now calling zombies, but prior to that, there was the Center Disease Control or something.
CDC, Center for Disease Control.
Yeah, they tried to call that before. But so this was just released 9/6. How many days ago? 2 days ago. So Homeland Security is actually throwing their hat in the ring to try to, recognize the possibility of a zombie.
That is not what it's about.
Are you telling me it's not?
No.
It's Homeland Security.
That's not what it's about.
All right, try to correct me.
Tongue-in-cheek. The
It's
government urged
tongue-in-cheek?
citizens to prepare for a zombie apocalypse as a campaign to encourage better preparation for genuine disasters and emergencies. They're not saying they're zombies.
No, it's not happening, but they're the next ones. Homeland Security. Do you understand that? CDC did that a year ago, but now Homeland Security is throwing their hat in the ring to say, hey, zombies might happen. That's like one of our final defenses, to say, hey, it's better to be prepared. Do you see where I'm coming from with that?
I have nothing to say to this.
Well, either way, CDC did this last year. Homeland Security is doing this year, and it's all there to support the same goal. If you're prepared for a zombie attack, the same preparations will help during a hurricane, pandemic, earthquake, or terrorist attack. Any worse thing, if you're prepared for a zombie attack, then you're prepared for anything.
So make
lesser
sure,
than that.
then there's very important rules of thought here. Always make sure that if a hurricane's coming, or an earthquake, or a pandemic, always carry a chainsaw, a sword, and a couple rounds in your shotgun, because that'll help.
That's your zombie apocalypse.
Well, it says also carry a change of underwear, but I think the chainsaw might be a little more important.
I didn't know if that was your zombie apocalypse plan. I do not speak my zombie apocalypse plan at all, and you will never know, because I have quite an elaborate. It has nothing to do with underground tunnels and wait it out or anything.
Oh, I know. You've already told me it before.
I've told you pieces of it. The pieces I wanted you to know. The pieces I want you to go to places that sets up the master plan.
He wants me to bait.
Yes, that's the way it goes. I've only said what I know.
Why do I come over here if you're just going to use me as zombie bait?
Hey, if zombie things happens, I just need to take care of things.
So basically, if a zombie outburst happens, this podcast is over because you're going to use me as bait.
Oh, there might not be internet waves and all that other stuff too, but yeah, I'll probably use you as bait.
Good to know. Thanks.
That might happen.
Appreciate
might
it.
very much happen, but
you're making me warm and fuzzy.
Otherwise, if you can prove yourself to, I mean, if I watch you take 5 zombies down at once, no, you're on my team.
If I can take down 5 zombies by myself, I don't need you on my team.
Maybe, because there's a lot more than 5 out there.
I'm feeling really uncomfortable right now.
Oh, no, you're good zombie bait. Feel very comfortable. Oh, no, wait.
I'm not a friend anymore.
Anyway.
What kind of friend uses your friend for zombie bait?
No, it's a way to get to another place or anything.
You're going to run out of friends real quick then, boy.
It happens. But emergency planners were encouraged to use the threat of zombies, the flesh-hungry Walking Dead, to encourage citizens to prepare for disasters. Organizers also noted the relative proximity.
Proximity. There's no what proximity. Proximity.
What's this word? Halloween.
All Hallows Eve. It says All Hallows Eve.
Halloween.
I'm not talking to you. You're gonna use me as zombie bait.
It's coming up to Halloween. Come on, gotta have the Halloween time. No, this is actually very funny. This Homeland Security actually posts anything this close to Halloween about zombies, and it is. I mean, if you are one of the utmost rivals of being the forefront winner of being prepared for the zombie apocalypse, then you're prepared for almost anything lesser. So that's always a good thing. And that's the point that they're trying to make. And honestly, my plan is to not be prepared and to play off of anyone else that's not prepared. So, again, that's where you come in.
I'm still not talking to you.
My plan is that you don't have a plan.
I'm not talking to you.
So your plan isn't any better. Anyway, so so we're gonna round off our show. Again, Mr. Guetta, I'm sorry.
How exactly? I'm just reading some of the comments here below the zombie story. How does it go from being a little thing about being prepared for earthquakes and stuff by a zombie apocalypse kind of thing, to suddenly the entire conversation gets switched over to constitutional rights and presidents and government? Nothing about zombies.
No, it's the season. 'Tis the season. Everything is about...
You shush, I'm not talking to you.
Okay, everything's about that. Anyway, so we still have our first giveaway still up for grabs, and nobody has claimed it yet, so feel free to claim it.
Speaking of giveaway,
Yes.
Tomorrow is the first day, I believe, nationwide, maybe, that the Kaijudo leagues are starting. So if you're interested in Kaijudo at all, head to your local hobby shop and get involved in leagues tomorrow.
The Kaijudos. So we have that, and we still have our first giveaway to still give up. And we still have more in the works. We still have stuff coming down the line, and all you need to do is find the secret word in the show. Do we have a new secret word?
Yes.
Yeah?
Basket making.
Basket making. So email formatentity@gmail.com, basket making.
Or if you want to, you can also email and use the password zombie bait.
Zombie bait is also a good word. What does zombie bait actually get you? The same thing?
Obviously, it gets me dead.
Maybe. Gets me on my roof. Keeps me alive. But a couple other closing out points is that September 22nd, if you're on the World of Warcraft Lightning Hoof server, there's going to be a hangout. Send me an email if you want to try to join or anything else. And also follow me at format_entity.com or format_entity, blah, blah, blah. And also, what's your Twitter again? Get a verse?
Get a versal?
Get a versal. At Get a Versal. If you can't spell it, come to www.thetitleUnknown.com and go to the About page, contact us, and you'll find all the information you need. So, is there any other fun?
No, I think that wraps it up tonight.
I came down to the end of my list. Do you have another list? You have a list I don't see?
No, I think we're pretty... We did that. I think we're good.
Or...
Open Gangnam Style.
Or we end it right here.
You're supposed to say something about Hawaii here. Somewhere.
Oh, that's so sorry. Take me to Hawaii.
Oh, I see.
I hope to God that doesn't become our tagline somewhere.
Yeah, because if we get sound clipped out about Hawaii or something, about something, that could get quite awkward. Anyway, so thank you all for joining us, and again, send your comments, go visit, and send emails, see us on Twitter, visit the pages, and have a great night, and...
Yeah, I'm zombie bait.
Zombie bait.
Still not talking to you. Look at all the things you can do.
No, I don't want
Look,
to.
look,
I don't want to.
look at all the things.